Hey everyone, and welcome to the daily card reading for Tuesday, May 27th of 2025. So as with these, take a resonates, leave what doesn't. If you'd like to have a personalized read, thumb and talk experience on Facebook can help, or ask me directly. If you feel so called, like, comment, share. If you feel called to donate, I have Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, or MetaPay. Ask for the details directly in the comments below. And I am playing with the Disney Villains deck. Okay, so we have the High Priestess today. So there's a lot of assessment going on, a lot of like analyzing mysteries and seeking out the ravens and the crows, basically. Going on the hunt, scavenging through like draconic forces and over dark entities, and going into realizations about what you've been so in denial about, or what you've been refusing to understand due to over analyticism, or not seeing why you should do something because it's not fun. It may not be fun and it may not be pretty, but that doesn't mean you have to ignore it. So ignorance is bliss, but for how much longer are you going to play that card? It looks like there's going to be like a darker feminine coming in the metaphysical for you, in the subconscious, or there could also be like a telepathic message from someone who has like a voice that reminds you of like crows or ravens, like witches or anthropomorphic beings. Stolas has a ravenistic outlook if he doesn't look like a great horned owl. Ravenous appetites, ravenous behaviors stick out. Calling forth your animal guides and calling forth your animal spirits will help you analyze things. Sending out your powers to better understand like the future events. It feels like somebody's like avoiding looking into the past simply because they feel like it doesn't have anything to do with now. But going into the past to analyze it and look up into your why you're losing money or why you're not gaining any resources can be very beneficial. It's not necessarily dwelling in the past if you're trying to help yourself move forward, especially for those that see the number 2 a lot, or do things best in twos, or have like this mindset of choices that have to match certain ideals and such. So just know that your choices and your intuition will align with your soul purpose and your life path and your spiritual dreams as well. It looks like there's going to be a lot of like green magic going on. So a lot of like kitchen witchery, health being affected, court, family, schooling, hospitality. But it looks like there's a lot of like anxiety that's driving you today, along with your intuition. So discerning between your intuition and your anxiety. There's a lot of despair, and there's a lot of things that just pile up. This could be like a lot of switching around in the mindset, or a lot of changing your mind. Indecisiveness. This could be due to thinking of others before yourself and not giving yourself enough credit. This could be due to insomnia, or not getting enough sleep, or feeling like incomplete, feeling like you're missing something, but yet you're not missing anything, you're just overthinking it. So just working on where you're honestly overthinking things through. Get a good handle on things and get some rest, because that will help you. I know your intuition is pulling you in many directions, and you know that your anxiety is going to cause a hindrance on your work today, especially between like 2 in the morning and 9 in the morning. There's a lot of deep contemplation and like needing to conscientiously focus on those dark thoughts, healing those mother wounds and those dark feminine wounds and the wounds left by assessments. Like, your anxiety is assessing you, so you're over analyzing yourself. You're assessing what might happen in the future. You're assessing your past and what would happen if you had continued on that path and what's changed. You're looking and seeking for guidance and answers. Parallel lives would be very wise and beneficial, especially for 5s and 9s. Interpersonal relationships with animals and within your own mindset will help, like seeking guidance within yourself. Your inner senses of beings will help clear the smoke and clear the shadows up. Shadows thrive in light. Sticks out. Those that are night dwellers, or those that work best in the nighttime, can help themselves by practicing mindfulness and grounding techniques, acceptance of what you cannot control, and knowing that looking into things in the future and the past is not to control anything. It is to help you better understand yourself, so you have a better sense of control. Having a sense of control doesn't necessarily give you the control, though. Working on your fear of control will help, because there's going to be this is a learning curve for creative visionaries, for wishers, for those that manifest by parroting. Like, you're parroting other people. Parroting energy. Jinns stick out. Esoteric beings. Guides that mimic and mock. So watching for mimics and mockery. Trickster demons. Trickster gods will help you as well. Sorcery, bard magic, warlocks, Middle Eastern, U.S., and then the Middle East, and like Saudi Arabia and Lebanon area, it looks like. So it looks like there's going to be some form of just patience, sitting and waiting, stay focused, listen for the timing. This is especially true for like clairaudient and telepathic messages. When you hear a certain sound, or you hear a certain voice, or you hear a certain music, then you'll know what's going on. Or at least you can dive deeper into it. Don't trust what is not tangible to you. But don't expect so much concrete evidence that it drags you down. And emotional unavailability is going to hinder your progress as well. So sit with your draconic guides, sit with your dragon parts, or your draconic parts, and start having a deeper understanding about your tree of life. Sit down and do some activities that you find pleasing. Sands of time stick out, and like sand. Hourglasses stick out as well. That's going to end out the reading for May 27th, Tuesday of 2025. As always with these, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Thanks for joining.